Alas, today is my last day as conductor. I'm retiring after 32 wonderful years. Our summer's been on the fridge, so I'm excited to use the hotels. Merry Christmas. I'll be with you to get the tickets, but after that, you will be on your own.
You're right, Tails. I can get used to staying on a train like this.
He's dead!
Yo, Sonic!
We murdered this guy, the Hedgehog, and I'm very happy about it because I hated him.
I need you to do everything in your power to make sure our paying guests are well taken care of. Understood? I already said this line. Guests are incredibly renowned, which means they must be remarkably rich. I cannot speak on my tongue. I leave their care to you, DAMACHIGAMEBOITM. My favorite employee. Surely you won't let me down on this last ride. Merry Christmas.
What are y'all doing in my saloon?
Knuckles, I'm trying to figure out who murdered Sonic.
I can't see that. Amy moseyed through and told me all about it.
Knuckles, would you ever fight me?
No, you bruised too easily. Wouldn't be fun.
I bruise easily too. Guess I wouldn't be fun to fight either.
Bring it on! No, stop gaming. What the fuck are you doing? Shadow told me to lock the door and to not open it for anyone. Then he left.
What happened to the library to cause Vector to come here?
Everyone's favorite journalist reporter, Amy Rose, is hot too. I'm heading out. You've been fabulously helpful.
Already? Before you go, Espio and I wanted to give you your parents. Your fucking disappointment.
Really? I haven't seen my parents in 19 years. They all thought I was a disappointment and they abandoned me at the age of 5.
Of course they did.
Seems like a skill issue, Amy, not gonna lie.
Vector, it seems we have more guests.
Amy, there you are, you gay bit.
For that,
Oh,
yeah, okay.
Detective Perry needs help from the birthday girl?
She knows everyone's allowed to be sassy on their birthday.
This tip is just too juicy to ignore. I'll see all of you around. Bye!
Amy may be hasty and a bitch, but she's rough.
I'm a detective, so I can't be the murderer.
And I'm...
Oh wait,
what am I? I'm just here to make sure everything goes well. Things are actually going great.
not sure if you've forgotten, but there was a murder.
Well, I mean, besides that, my social skills, non-existent. I'm Victor, the butcher.
Just like
I'm licensed to handle raw meat and give me all meat.
And I'm Espio, the poet.
Poetry. A resonant message from poet to read dimension. Can I hear some?
Sure. Teardrops in the spring. Can you hear me sing?
Espio just sounds like Shadow.
What was that? That was it?
You are not a poet,
I
dumbass.
have more if you like.
I'm satisfied for now, thanks. Please never do that again.
Oh, would you like some fucking Shakespeare then?
DAMACHIGAMEBOITM and I are here to establish both of your alibis.
Well, I'm just a fucking poet.
Can you walk us through what happened after Amy had everyone leave the diamond car?
Oh, sure, it's simple. We just explained this to Amy, actually. When we were all sent off, Rouge, Blaze, Shadow, and Sonic all passed through the library car.
I promptly picked a book off the shelf and made myself comfortable. Vector got bored, so he left to see what Knuckles was up to in the saloon car.
Yup. Also, I went to game with him.
Oh, we happened to see a lipstick stain on a cup at the saloon car.
Rouge came over to the library car, seemingly looking for something. Then she went to search the saloon car. She came back shortly after. We heard her shout, "No way!" But she left back to the casino car before Shadow came through and locked the door.
Wonder what she found. She's obviously been on the hunt for something.
After Rouge left, Shadow walked through the casino car, then entered the library car and locked the door behind him.
I got so engrossed by the rolling monkey action that day. I hardly noticed when Shadow left the saloon car.
So loud.
When Vector came back, we realized Knuckles locked the door to the saloon car. We were stuck in the library car.
That's when the train sped up. We were worried about the bookshelf following us. But we got through it alright.
We sat trapped here until Amy arrived asking questions. She's the one that told us someone murdered Sonic. And yeah, that's all that happened.
All these locked doors seems like Vector or Espio couldn't have left the library car or the saloon car.
Thank you both for your cooperation. We're just gonna peek around and we'll return with any questions.
If you return with any meat, I'll chop it off y'all.
Thanks, guys! Your alibis seem solid enough.
Let's get to the bottom of this, Tails.
Absolutely!
Fancy a poem?
Can I get a boat from space?
I've made it up to space with my beloved antique base. But a mistake in my haste dropped the vase. Shut the fuck up! Dropped the vase from my embrace. So my antique I must now replace. Shut the fuck up! I am not a poem.
What caused you to drop the vase?
I don't read too deeply. It's just a poem. Writing,
Always
you
hidden in the
useless
trash.
fucks.
let me check.
I hate to say it, but there's nothing here.
Bruh! I really thought there'd be something in there. Fuck!
Obviously, Game Boy TM, are you sad there was nothing in the trash bin? Because that sucks for you.
Yes, fuck you.
I'm sure there'll be nothing hidden in the next trash can we find.
You really think so?
Yeah, no, I completely think so.
These trash bins hide a secret. I'm sure of it.
I know some books have fallen out on the floor and everything, but every book on these shelves is in alphabetical order. But this one, it's the user guide to the Mirage Express, the train we're currently on.
Do you think someone could have found it on the ground?
Maybe, but it's interesting. Let's make a note of this.
Seems to be a map of the library car. The books are categorizing.
I love a good overhead map. Let's take it. When Shell left the library car, he locked the store on the way out.
There's gotta be a reason he's doing this. Should we make a note of it?
Yeah, I do believe we should.
Where's my meat? I may be a butcher, but they got confiscated my meat. Clever before getting on the train. Fuck them.
You actually tried to bring a knife on the train?
Yes, I did. I think if you had a knife on you, we'd definitely think you were the murderer.
Take his order.
Oh yes, please, I'm starved. Actually, I'm off
man.
duty at the moment. The murder mystery is more important, so yeah, fuck your meal. Then why would you show the menu to me? Fuck you. I want the
Dumbass,
meat.
Game Boy TM, why would you tease him like that?
I want the meat. Give me the meat. So, the two of you don't believe us, huh?
It's not that I don't trust either of you, but I want to be a proper detective without examining the validity of your alibis. Damachi Game Boy TM and I are here to confirm two things. Like, Vector left to go play games with Knuckles, and if Espio really was reading in the library car.
Vector, we'll start with you. Why'd you leave the library card to visit Knuckles? We're prepared to present evidence if need. Oh, that's easy. I got bored. What?
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 I wasn't entertaining him enough, it seems. Vector enjoys being social.
Oh, I do.
Then that brings our attention to you, Espio. Rouge entered the library car, found something, then left. You said you immediately started reading, but were you actually reading the entire time you were in the library car?
Of course he was. What? Huh? Once Espio
Exclamation
point. Till it's done. I've seen it happen.
Oh
He's
my
such a
God.
good reader.
It must have been a good read.
Please.
What was the book?
What kind of things do you think I read?
Damachi Game Boy TM. Could you help me out?
Alright. Time out to the Game Boy ATM. What book do we think Espio might have read? A manual. You think Espio was reading instructions? What argument could you possibly have to support this?
Alright,
books are
alright,
sca-
SP.
These books scattered around the floor, sure, but the remaining books on the shelves were all in alphabetical order.
Alright, what did I miss?
All except this manual.
Nothing,
Meaning
you're doing
someone,
Victor.
at the very least, picked the
Okay, I
manual
will
up
just leave
and
again.
You're
put it
gonna
back
rest,
in
you're
the
gonna
incorrect
rest
place.
I would just leave again, I guess.
Yeah.
The lack of attention to detail
Bye-bye.
is what like you, Espio.
Hey, no, I
Well,
won't
my
let you
man,
insult.
calm down, Vector. I know you mean well, but I can handle myself. That is indeed the book I was reading. The Mirage Express manual. Trains are cool.
In that case, we'd like to ask you a few questions about the manual, Damachi Game Boy TM. If you don't mind.
Look,
First, hold on. Could you ask us some questions about the manual? Flip to a page and ask away.
Oh, I see. Quiz Espio. Okay, what efficient and extremely accurate technology was installed to assist keeping the train spotless?
Robotic arms. During the events, they can perform a variety of tasks and are responsible for cleaning up trash and messes afterwards. The robotic arms can also detect weapons and explosives being brought to the train. I'm sorry, ensuring passenger safety.
Seems like Espio aced that question. Damachi Game Boy TM, hit him with another one.
Bet! What is the Mirage Express's cancellation policy?
No reference, and you will be charged as no show fee. This does not apply if you're over the age of 60. 65, goddamn!
God damn! Wow! The person who made this rule must have been over 65, god damn!
Now, did I pass your little test?
No, you didn't.
Aha, just goofing, you passed!
I completed your test with ease, and my efforts were only to please. But you joked and jabbed, said no to my face. Now I wish you were riddled with fleet again.
Did he just run a curse at me?
Victor was the only one to see me reading after all. An alibi is hard to sustain.
Espio, is that true? Vector was the only one to see you reading?
Yes, that's correct. Problem?
Frankly, I don't believe that can be true. And we have evidence to back it up. DAMACHIGAMEBOITM.
Okay, DAMACHIGAMEBOITM. Think. We should have a piece of evidence that is linked to who saw Espio reading. But what?
Shadow's lock? Please, pray tell, what this has to do with anything.
Shadow walked through the library car to get to the saloon car, where he set the original high score in the arcade machine.
Yeah, but I ended up reading it. Clocks are natural gamers, you know?
Espio said he saw Shadow enter the library car, but he's mentioned nothing about Shadow's return. He only mentions that Vector came back. When Shadow left Knuckles and Vector in the saloon car, Espio was fully seated reading his book for a good while at this point. We know Shadow had to walk back through the library car when he left the saloon car. There's absolutely no way Shadow and Espio did not notice one another on Shadow's return trip.
I mean, it was a simple split up. I was just fully immersed in my book that I didn't notice Shadow.
You're telling me the sound of doors opening and locking wouldn't have caused you to look up?
You see.
I can sense Espio's desperation here. Defending the argument that he was reading the entire time isn't easy.
So if you didn't see Shadow returning from the saloon car to lock all the doors, and at that moment were you really in the library car at all?
But how would have Espio leave? Shadow locked all the doors and no one saw Espio in the saloon car.
It's a mystery, my friend. DAMACHIGAMEBOITM. One that I would love for Espio to solve.
You gotta believe me. I was so involved with my book I didn't notice Shadow pass back in the library car, honest. When Vector returned, he even had to tap me on the shoulder to get my attention.
Yeah, I think I remember doing that.
I must avenge my friend's death, so I'll ask you again, Espio. If you weren't there for Shadow to see you reading, then how would you leave the library car?
I wasn't. I didn't.
Why does it seem so right to me? Tails definitely feels like he's on something, but I don't see it. What the hell? Was Espio simply sitting and reading? Or did he somehow vanish to not notice Shadow's return to the library card? What should I do? Tails.
Oh, you fucking piece of shit.
Fuck you.
DAMACHIGAMEBOITM, my favorite and beloved employee. Please, protect the passengers aboard this train. They must be taken care of. If you fail, the lawsuits will be torturous. Don't allow such an old, feeble soul to get sued.
I have to make sure our guests are taken care of. I have to speak up. Tails!
Huh?
We need a piece of evidence that can answer all of our problems.
Alright, my fellow associate. What piece of evidence so Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another?
Alright, now let me get my thoughts in order.
I win.
First try.
Oh, good job.
First try.
It's easy. It's easy, it's actually.
The library map. Oh, I see.
See the exits? They're right across from one another. A straight path. If Shadow walked down the straight path, there's also a way Espio and Shadow couldn't have seen one another.
Where could Espio have been for Shadow not to see him?
Interesting. That's where I was sitting reading my book.
I can second this. When I returned from the saloon car, Espio was in the same spot.
Then, you see, Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another from the spot, because the bookcase is in the way. There's just no way you could have seen him.
I apologize for losing my cool back there. I felt like I was grasping despite telling the truth. Likewise, I could use a breather. Matter of
Sadly,
fact,
our work isn't
let me
done.
rephrase that.
I have plenty of questions for Rouge, and especially Shadow.
Oh, it seems the door to the next car is open. Let's go.
It's alright, Vector. Don't worry about it. You'll get it in the bed. I mean,
Say it, but no, you did not pass the test, you dumb piece of shit.